Back when I started my registration portfolio, I found myself struggling a lot. I felt anxious about writing up my evidences, worrying whether it was good enough, or if I was even writing what I was supposed to be writing. I spent a lot of time procrastinating and often felt very overwhelmed by the whole process. There was so much in front of me and I couldn't navigate myself to follow any of it. I had no clear guide or reference as to what I was actually meant to do. Hi, my name's Abdul and I'm a biomedical scientist working for the NHS in cellular pathology. If what I've just said resonates with you, then don't worry. You're not alone. I've been there and I've made plenty of mistakes along the way, but I'm here to help you avoid make the same mistakes I had made and make the process smoother, more focused, and less stressful. So to start this video off, let me tell you how to avoid the mistakes I had made when writing the registration portfolio. When I first started, it felt like I was staring up at a massive mountain with no clear path to the top. I felt like I had wasted so much time and felt really stressed unnecessarily. I was anxious, overwhelmed, and honestly, I didn't even know where to start. I strongly feel I could have avoided these mistakes if I just had proper guidance and support during my journey. Having someone who had done the portfolio before explain to me how things worked and what I actually needed to do took so much stress away because I didn't waste time trying to figure basic things out, and I could then focus on the things that I actually needed to do. Having a mentor to guide me through the process really took away a lot of anxiety I had faced when thinking about what to write or how I should look out for good evidences. So this brings me on to the first mistake I had made: not asking for help early enough. For a long time, I tried to figure everything out on my own. I felt embarrassed to ask for help, thinking that it would make me look like I didn't know what I was doing. But honestly, that wasted a lot of my time and energy. Avoid making this mistake by reaching out to someone who has already gone through this process. Finding a mentor to guide you through this journey makes it so much less stressful. Having someone to explain things to me and guide me through what was expected made a huge difference. And more importantly, don't be afraid to ask questions to anyone. If you're really unsure about something, it's always best to seek guidance from someone with more experience, and this can help make you see things more clearer. And having someone guide you in the right direction or offer you another perspective is extremely helpful and can often get you out of times where you feel overwhelmed or uninspired. This brings me on to my next point. I often felt quite overwhelmed and got into the problem of overthinking, and this ended up me procrastinating for months. I was constantly second guessing myself. Was it good enough? Did it cover the stand properly? And because of that, I ended up putting off writing the whole portfolio entirely. This had only made the anxiety worse, and I made little to no progress with my work. So with that being said, how did I actually manage to start writing and stop procrastinating? Well, I broke down the portfolio into small, manageable steps. I started on one section at a time and moved on only once I had completed one section. I started with the simpler modules first to build my confidence to move on to the next ones. Remember, your evidence does not need to be perfect, it just has to be relevant enough to cover the standards. I focused too much on trying to make it perfect when all I had to do was just make sure it met the standard. And that's it. So take the portfolio one step at a time. Don't worry too much about trying to make it perfect. Just start. That's the hardest part. Another mistake I had made that I want you to avoid is not keeping organized notes. At first, I didn't keep track of my evidence pieces and kind of scribbled notes here and there and saved files with random names. I would then struggle to make sense of anything I had written and couldn't find anything when I needed them. To save yourself so much time and effort, create a folder on your computer or keep a physical binder with separated compartments for each module for the portfolio. Anytime you do something relevant to that module, just stick that piece of paper inside the relevant folder. And when it comes to writing, you can refer to it directly and save time having to think of what to write. For example, if you've done an e-learning quiz for a module, print out the certificate and stick that in the right section for the portfolio. Then when it comes to writing about how you demonstrate a standard, you've got something to talk about already. This is something very easy to do and requires little effort for a lot of gain. You might find it difficult at first, but trust me, once you start to collect your evidence, it will make your life so much easier when it comes to writing. So there we go. I hope this video benefits you and you can avoid the same mistakes I had made. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. Don't ever be afraid to ask for help. No one is born knowing how to tie their shoelaces. So stay organized and take things one step at a time. And by the way, if you feel like you'd benefit from some one-on-one guidance, I offer a mentorship program where I help people just like you complete their portfolios with confidence. If you're interested, you can book a call with me for free using the link below. And as always, if you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe if you want more helpful tips in this field. I'm planning on making a lot more content with more valuable guidance to help you succeed in becoming a biomedical scientist. Thanks so much for watching and good luck on your portfolio journey.